so long it's like alchemy.
The most highly anticipated matchup thus far on the season. 13-game win streak on the line. Flat Earth Vegan versus the Christian. I'm messing with y'all. Early on, look at Jaylen Brown absolutely mug Steph Curry to get into the open court. Impressive finish from the Cal product. But look at it. I got to keep it real, man. This was a reoccurring theme throughout this night in Boston. Jaylen Brown, though, would be the best Celtic on the night. KD in transition, and Boston was running them off the three-point line. Two hands at the rim. Golden State got things a little too easy early on. You're going to see Iguodala baseline, and Iguodala had enough, man. Marcus Smart was abusing him all night and not in a positive way. Here we go, more transition. Ig, watch Marcus Smart hammer him on the wrist, the no call. Now, y'all can say what you want, Boston fans, NBA fans, you salty Warrior fans. Look at that. That's not a foul with the ref on the baseline. Alchemy keeping it 100 for you. Al Horford, always slow and steady, calming influence on this young Celtics team. But it was this man, Jaylen Brown, 22-7 on the night, but it was more than just the numbers. It was his energy and intensity. His best friend passing away hours before the game, and he played on an emotional high. KD dancing and prancing on the switch with Al Horford, but we needed a lot more of that late when it got ugly. Now, this is the missing ingredient for Jaylen Brown. If he can start hitting threes on a consistent rate, he will become an all-star. Now, here's a rare instant. Iguodala doesn't step to the rim. Look at McGee scold him in Boston out in transition. Al Horford, 18-11. And again, always there when Boston needed him. Hit a huge shot with the shot clock winding down later in the fourth quarter. The kick out, the rookie Jason Tatum, and this is his first basket of the night. As you see time winding down in the third quarter, TD Garden starting to believe Kerr. Doesn't seem to worry. KD, look how hard he's got to work for this shot. Jaylen Brown's defense, more impressive than his offense even in this one. But KD working hard for the simple bucket. He still said, catch this fade. Steph Curry, this is his first made basket of the half. I don't know if it was the rust from the thigh or the physicality, the East Coast weather. I don't know what it was, but Steph wasn't there. Kyrie was waiting his turn. Late fourth quarter, you see the backdoor cut. We were in the penalty with 9 minutes to go in the fourth, so it took away our aggression defensively, and Boston took advantage and won from Kyrie as Boston ties the game. All of a sudden, we got a game. Draymond made play after play, trying to will them to a win. Out in transition, Clay, 3 of 11 from downtown for just 13 points. And I want to credit Boston's defense. They challenged three-point shots like no other team in the league. Here we go, tie game, 20 seconds. And Kyrie's going to get a phantom whistle at the rim. Look at the disgust on Golden State. And like I said before, you casuals can call it how you want. If you pay attention to my channel, I remain objective. That's a bullshit call, and I'm gonna say it. So here we go, last opportunity. KD, you can't ask for a better shot. Baseline, in rhythm jumper, and it just wasn't meant to be. Celtics streak continues against the defending champs. All right, so Boston, first I wanna focus on giving them credit, okay? For the things that they do well and that they deserve the credit for. They absolutely are the #1 defense in the league. Their rotations, even with the young players, they make the rotations. And then being so youthful and athletic with Brown and Tatum, what's the kid, Rozier off the bench, their rotations and athleticism covering the three-point line is absolutely elite. And Steph and Clay going, what, 5 of 20 from three-point line? It wasn't like they were cold. I want to credit Boston for that. So first and foremost, that was impressive. Jaylen Brown, like I said, very impressive. I feel like he's going to be a future all-star. And his growth is being excelled because Hayward's not there. He's just getting more opportunity, and they're relying on him more. And he actually seems like the alpha over Mr. Flat Earth over there, who was very quiet for most of the game. Now, like I talked about it a little bit at the end here, man. Those of you that have watched this channel know I'm pretty objective. That's why you come here. It's no secret I'm a Warriors fan. You see the gear, you know where I'm from and what I'm about. But I also love the game of basketball, and I appreciate it in its purest form. And the agenda in that game was absolutely disgusting. Okay? It was absolutely disgusting. If you go back and look at my Hey Alchemy segment from yesterday, someone asked me about the refereeing. And I talked about the NBA agenda and that I didn't doubt for 1 second that the NBA tells the referees to keep it close in nationally televised games, in particular when the Warriors are playing. What would it have looked like if Golden State came and just mopped the floor with Boston? Which looked like it was starting to happen in that first half. It was coming real easy, all the backdoor cuts, and Boston looked completely overmatched. And then about 4 minutes left in the second quarter, there was all these no calls that led to about 10 transition points for Boston. Just egregious hacks to the hands, a lot of plays where there was a loose ball and they were letting Boston grab Warriors and kind of throw them out of the way and get to the ball. No calls. You saw Iguodala kind of shut down at the end of the game. He was just so disgusted he stopped playing. And so that's just unfortunate. But Warrior fans, what I say to y'all is, we are very spoiled, right? We're not accustomed to losing anymore. So it feels weird, right? You're like, man, I can't believe we lost, right? But it wasn't that. Don't get it twisted. Boston's a very good team, and I like their players, but it was the fashion that we lost. The phantom call at the end, that's one thing. That's one thing. We see a blown call every game, even at the end of games. That's one thing. But it was the accumulation of no calls and then putting Golden State in the penalty with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So it was very, very transparent, the agenda from the referees on that night in Boston. And hey, they pulled it out, man. So it is what it is. It will make revenge that much more sweeter when they come to Oracle. And then if you listen to Steph Curry, he's looking forward to what it looks like will be a finals match. Now, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Both teams have to stay healthy, and that man in Cleveland is always lingering and going to have something to say by the time this is done. But I'm impressed with Boston. I'm not taking it away from them. But if you want to be honest with yourself, Celtics fans, NBA fans, Warrior haters, if you watch that game, you've got to be honest and say the whistle was one-sided. That's just the facts. That's what Alchemy brings. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. I'm out, y'all.